you're thinking of moving to Santa Clarita, and is the first thing you think about when you think Santa Clarita Six Flags Magic Mountain? Well, you definitely wouldn't be alone in that, and that's what I thought when I moved here, and that's actually where I am today. Six Flags Magic Mountain is one of the reasons that makes Santa Clarita so great, but there's so much more to our town than that. My parents moved myself and my 3 siblings here in 1998, and let me tell you, it's grown a ton over the last 25 years, and it's still one of the best kept secrets just 30 miles north of Los Angeles. Today, I'm gonna take you on an entire tour of the city so you know what it's really like living here in Santa Clarita, and we'll get into that in just a second. Make sure you also stick around until the end, as I'll take you to one of Santa Clarita's best kept secrets that only locals know about, and let's get into it.
So I just wanted to do a quick map video for you guys to demonstrate where Santa Clarita is relative to Los Angeles City, to give you some perspective, and its location is the reason why, in my opinion, why Santa Clarita is so great. Before moving to Santa Clarita, my parents and our family lived in Burbank, which is around this area right here, and in 1998 my parents decided to move all of us to Santa Clarita because they heard about the safety, the academics, and the parks and recreation. Niche.com ranked the William S. Hart School District number 29 out of 490 in all of California. Property Club ranked Santa Clarita the 8th safest city in the entire nation. And the Trust for Public Land ranked Santa Clarita's Parks and Recreation 50th in the entire nation. Those are all 3 huge reasons that make Santa Clarita so special. It's one of the biggest cities in all of California. It's 70 square miles. So everything is kind of spread out. You're not in the hustle and bustle of the homelessness and the traffic of Los Angeles. Let's face it, there's going to be bad traffic anywhere in Los Angeles, but at least there's only these 2 freeways that take you to and from Santa Clarita. So this is the 5 freeway going down south here that takes you to the heart of LA. The 14 up here takes you to Antelope Valley as you go north, but it takes you through Canyon Country, Sand Canyon down south, and those are the 2 freeways that run through Santa Clarita. To get to LA from Santa Clarita, you can also take the 405 down here, which crosses over to the 101, and then the 101 meets the 170 right here, which runs through Hollywood, and that's where you see Universal Studios Hollywood right here. So those are the main ways to get to and from Santa Clarita. If you're working in Los Angeles or just want to have some fun, it's still only 30 minutes or 30 miles north of Los Angeles, like I mentioned, but you know, it's far enough to where you don't have to deal with some of the negativity. As we zoom in closer, Santa Clarita is comprised of 4 different cities, and I'll also explain the greater Santa Clarita Valley. As you can see, there's Valencia to the west here, which is where Six Flags Magic Mountain is, right off the freeway, which is where I was at the beginning of this video. There's Newhall to the south, Canyon Country to the east, which is where I grew up, which is where my parents moved us from Burbank in 1998. I take a lot of pride in being from Canyon Country. I love it. And then there's Saugus here to the north. The thing about Saugus, as you can see, is it is furthest away from the freeway. So I've had clients tell me they don't want to look for homes in Saugus. And I've also had clients tell me they like how it is far away from the freeway. So everyone has their needs and wants. That's just geographically the fact of the matter. Of course, Valencia, Newhall, and Canyon Country, as you can see, have easier access to the freeways. The median price homes in Canyon Country and Saugus are around $800,000, and then the median price homes in Newhall and Valencia are around $850,000. But as I'll explain in my channel, there are so many different pockets in Santa Clarita where it doesn't matter which city, you can find houses that are as low as $300,000, $400,000 or multi-million-dollar houses. So it just depends on what your needs and wants are. But again, the academics, the safety, and the Parks and Recreation are what draw people to Santa Clarita. And if you ask me, what kind of makes people stay in Santa Clarita.
If this is your first time to our channel and want to know everything about living in Los Angeles, California and surrounding suburbs, then subscribe below so you can be the first to know about the current market in Los Angeles, California. My name is Jed with Next Home. My business partner and twin brother Carlo and I have lived in Los Angeles most of our lives. We've also lived in San Diego and Orange County, but Los Angeles is definitely where we call home. We love helping people make their move to Los Angeles. So whether it's 12 days or 12 months, feel free to reach out. All of our contact info is in the description below, and we'd be happy to help you make a smooth move to Los Angeles.
And then in the greater Santa Clarita Valley, you have Castaic up here to the north. Some people like Castaic because it is out of the city of Santa Clarita. It's a little more secluded. You get a little more bang for your buck as far as homes. So the price per square foot is a little lower in Castaic, but still a great area to live in. You only live 10-15 minutes north of Valencia, Six Flags, Stevenson Ranch right here. So it's still a good location, and you have Castaic Lake up here. So Castaic Lake is a beautiful lake. You can go fishing. There are trails to take your kids, your dogs. There's a new water park there that I actually still need to check out, but it's a great way to cool down and experience some outdoors life without needing to go to the coastlines and go to the beaches. And then there's also Agua Dulce and Acton over here to the east. Over here you get a little more land on your property. So my best friend's parents live in Agua Dulce. They have a few acres with their little house, but they like that. They like how, quite frankly, they're in the boonies and they're not close to the city, and they can take a 10-minute ride into the city of Santa Clarita and enjoy all that Santa Clarita has to offer. There's also Vasquez Rocks right around here off the freeway, and there's beautiful rock formations. There are movies shot there because it's so beautiful. So it's another place where you can go hiking and get outdoors in Santa Clarita. And the median price homes in Acton are just under 900,000, and in Agua Dulce the median price point is a little over 900,000, but that's what you can expect out there. And then lastly, Stevenson Ranch right here, the west of Santa Clarita, and that's also part of LA County, but it's unincorporated. The median price point here in Stevenson Ranch is about 1 million. It's the newest area in Santa Clarita. It's home to West Ranch High School, which is the tops actually in all of the high schools academically in the valley, I believe. So they produce top athletes that take their careers to universities all across the country. And there's also cool shopping right here, down here off the old road. There's a Nike outlet, there's an Old Navy, a Ross, a home market, anything that you can think of. There's also dining, like a good barbecue spot like Wood Ranch. There's a Jersey Mike's. So a really cool place to go shopping and take the family out also down here in Stevenson Ranch. So again, just a quick map view of where Santa Clarita is, what makes it so special, and I think it's time to hit the road.
All right, we're on our first stop of our Valencia tour, and I'm actually at the FivePoint community right now, right behind Magic Mountain where I was at the beginning of this video. And I brought you here because I just want you to take a look at what's going on around me. I mean, this place is beautiful. They plan on building 20,000 homes over the next 20 years here. And there are builders back here like Toll Brothers, KB Homes, TriPoint, amongst other builders. And so there's different homes at different price points for everyone. There's homes starting at 400,000 and then models that are starting at 1.5 million. But just wanted to show you this here. I'm actually at Confluence Park, which is a 6.5-acre park with like 3 geothermal pools, a huge clubhouse with the architecture that's inspired by Vasquez Rocks that I mentioned from Agua Dulce earlier in the video. So a beautiful place to walk your dogs, bring your kids out. There's a park over here. There's the Paseos in Granary Square. There's a little older homes there, but Granary Square is cool because it's right by the mall. And the Paseos, the homes at the Paseos are great because like I take my kid out trick-or-treating there, for example, every year. It's super fun there. There's Bridgeport. Bridgeport has these Cape Cod style homes, and same thing there. There are townhomes that start at 600,000 and homes that go all the way up to 1.5 million. There's places where you could feed ducks, and right across the street from Bridgeport, there's a community plaza that has a CPK, a kabuki with a great happy hour, and that's actually where the bridge is, where you can feed the ducks and the turtles. So several communities here in Valencia, master plan communities, here at Confluence Park, and we're off to our second stop in Saugus. All right, guys, we're at our second stop on our Santa Clarita tour, and we're in Saugus at Central Park. I brought you guys here because, as you can see behind me, first of all, it's a beautiful day, 75 degrees, low breeze. But behind me are these new stairs at Central Park, and the stairs are a hub for fitness right now. You can see a bunch of people flocking there right now. There are community events and challenges that are held there, so really fun. Behind me, and I'm standing on it, are football and soccer fields. I used to play Little League flag football on these fields with my best friends. And then behind that, you see the basketball courts, and there's also an outdoor workout area that people are working out on. So it's a perfect place for Parks and Recreation. Get your workout in, get your steps in. And they also hold community events here. So there's paid events like a country music festival called Boots in the Park that just occurred here. So that was really fun. There are free events like Eat Drink Local coming up. Eat Drink Local is a free community event that's put on by The New Way, which is a non-profit organization out here helping homeless kids in Santa Clarita. And it was co-founded by one of my good friends, Jess Guidros, who's also a realtor out here, but I played basketball with him at Cannon High School on the basketball team. And so great events out here. There are also softball fields on the other end over there. And I wanted to highlight this because this is the hub for Parks and Recreation in all of Santa Clarita here in Saugus. Communities here in Saugus are great too. There's Skyline Ranch up in the hills. It's a 1,500 acre community with amenities like pools, clubhouse. There are hiking trails that I frequent. There are several parks with basketball courts, pickleball courts, so really fun there. There are houses ranging from 1,500 square feet to over 3,000 square feet, and from $700,000 to $1.5 million. So different range of homes for different needs and wants. And of course, there are older communities here in Saugus that you get a little house that 1,800 square feet from 1980s, and some people like that. Some people don't like new construction, which is totally fine. So again, I just brought you out here to Central Park. It's a beautiful day. First of all, these guys are hooping back here, and but yeah, off to our next spot in Canyon Country. All right, guys, we're at our third stop in our Santa Clarita tour, and I'm in Canyon Country. I'm actually in front of the new community center here in Canyon Country. It was built in 2021. There's a brand new basketball court inside where I actually just played in a men's basketball league in. Super nice court. There are classrooms. There's a playground around the corner. And a couple of reasons why I wanted to highlight this center is because I feel like finally Canyon Country is getting some love here in Santa Clarita. I felt like it was the forgotten city, but there's all sorts of things popping up here. The second reason is it's right off of Sierra Highway here, so you can see a ton of cars already. That intersection is Soledad Canyon Road, which takes you pretty much anywhere you need to go in Santa Clarita, and the Sierra Highway intersection. So it's very busy, and Sierra Highway is a historical highway that runs also north-south in Santa Clarita. It connected Los Angeles to Lake Tahoe. And there's tons of restaurants also north of here, south of here. We got the Costco. Canyon Country's got the Costco of Santa Clarita here. There's a Vallarta market right across the street. So many cool things here in Canyon Country that we get forgotten about. There's a new construction in Vista Canyon adjacent to the Santa Clara River that's popping up. And in Sand Canyon, there are multi-million-dollar homes in Sand Canyon. That's what people knew Sand Canyon for. But there's a brand new plaza going in there too. The Sprouts just opened in there, which Sprouts is my favorite grocery to shop at. There's going to be a Jersey Mike's, a Starbucks, a Copper Hill barbecue. That's the best barbecue in town, by the way. So if you're ever craving barbecue in Santa Clarita, check out Copper Hill Barbecue. Lori Wallace and her son Kevin Wallace run the place. Kevin Wallace is my little brother's best friend since they were 5, and I still hang out with him today. It's the best barbecue. They're opening a second location in Sand Canyon. I'm super happy for them. I hope it works out, and it will work out because, again, it's the best barbecue in town. But also here in Santa Clarita, there's a great range of demographics. It's the most diverse demographics in all of Santa Clarita, and there's the great range of houses here in Santa Clarita. There are $300,000 manufactured homes, and there are also multi-million-dollar homes in Sand Canyon. Sand Canyon is kind of like Agua Dulce and Acton. You get a lot of land. There's acres of land on some of these properties and tiny homes, and there are also mansions over there. So you know, again, Canyon Country is my home. Canyon High School is just down the road. So many legendary restaurants like Tiny's and Halfway House in this city, which again, I will highlight in a future video. But just wanted to stop here today in Canyon Country at the brand new community center. And we're gonna make our last stop where it all started here in Santa Clarita over in Newhall. I'll see you there. If this is your first time to our channel and you want to know everything about living in Los Angeles, California and surrounding suburbs, then subscribe below so you can be the first to know about the current market in Los Angeles, California. All right, guys, we're at stop number 4 of our Santa Clarita tour, and we are in downtown Newhall. I told you guys that I was gonna save the best kept secret of Santa Clarita for last. It's a place that only locals know about, and here we are. Right behind me is the Newhall Library. In 2005, the city of Santa Clarita decided that they needed to revitalize downtown Newhall. When I moved here in 1998, there was absolutely nothing going on. So fast forward a few years in 2005, they said, we need to do something about it. I actually moved away from Santa Clarita for a little bit. And when I moved back, I want to say in 2022, it was completely different. You could see the traffic and everything going on behind me. It's such a cool place to be. There are breweries here. There's Pocock Brewery, Dracona Brewery. I love going to a good brewery. There's a cool pool hall right down here called the Break Room. It's brand new, super cool place to go to. I want to say like 15 tables. There's Smokehouse on Main down the street, super good barbecue, second best barbecue behind Copper Hill Barbecue. Let's make sure we understand that. There's Old Town Junction. It's American food, but they have a great brunch. They used to do bottomless mimosas. They might still, I can't remember, but great place to have brunch. Let me just show you also what it looks like behind me. Look at the street. This is beautiful. Beautiful 75-degree day with a little breeze. Let me just bring you over here too. There's a mixed-use building here, so there's like apartments, and there's this courtyard I want to show you coming up. There's this courtyard right here that people hang out at. There's a boutique clothing shop behind me. There's an Irish pub called McGinn's. This is a really good sushi spot called Gold Coast Sushi in case you're craving some sushi. And then they're going to be opening a new pizza spot right here called Society. So just really cool place to be. Let me also see if I can give you a street view of downtown here. And that's what it looks like. Beautiful, beautiful place. Newhall is home to Hart High School. Hart High School is great for academics, but they also produce top athletes just like West Ranch. Tyler Glasnow of the LA Dodgers pitching now. He's injured, but one of the best pitchers in baseball. He came out of Hart High School amongst so many other players. So Newhall is another great city here in Santa Clarita. Again, I wanted to highlight what I think is the best kept secret here now. It's where I go to for nightlife above anywhere else in Santa Clarita. So that concludes our city tour of Santa Clarita. We hope you now have a good idea and feel of the city I call home. Be sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel to get the inside scoop on the best suburbs in Los Angeles, California. Our contact info is in the description below, and we'd be happy to help you make a smooth move to Los Angeles, California. Till next time, guys.